It's really funny how some of y'all are so bold in the comments, but won't say anything to our face when you follow us around. Like, I think it's real crazy. Like, how the fuck miserable you gotta be to be saying shit about a family that ain't doing you no harm? And then y'all gotta be as low as to call up the hotel, make fake reports, and get us kicked out, saying that my kids be jumping around and shit. For those of you who have noticed that I'm in the same exact hotel room I said y'all got us kicked out of, it's not. Y'all just trying to gaslight me and raise my king's blood pressure, and I think that's just real pathetic. A lot of you be asking how I fit all my kids on one bed. Well, the thing is, I stack them up like a Jenga tower. It gets real complicated when I gotta take 2 of them to King's doctor's appointment and leave the other ones to fend for themselves alone in the motel. And that's when the whole Jenga tower falls down and it's a mess. And just so y'all know, me and Drew do be turning this into a breeding motel room, because look, we had a little accident. But it's okay, because if we have a baby, we just gonna name him after the place he was conceived. Budget Motor in Jenkins, the third. Oh my God, this Wi-Fi is too slow. This is raising my fucking blood pressure. What the fuck?
Today we're going to be talking about the resilient Jenkins here again, because their situation just keeps getting worse. You think it's going to hit rock bottom here. You don't think anything else is going to come out, anything worse than abandoning your pets, putting your kids in danger. You would think that that's pretty low. But no. Stephanie decided she wanted to hit bedrock, that's what she's digging for. Because it has come out that the Resilient Jenkins, the first motel that they were staying at, was very unsafe. And it was also found out that Stephanie left 2 of her children at this hotel-motel situation by themselves while she was taking Drew to go to the doctors to prove to everyone, oh, he does have this disease that he can't work, while she's clearly neglecting her children. So let's get into this, because it is just gotten worse from here. So here's a video giving you a really quick, funny recap of the Resilient Jenkins so far, if you don't know who they are.
Have y'all heard of the Resilient Jenkins family on TikTok?
Why would I have ever heard of this?
They don't know anything that's on the board.
This is a TikTok family, 6 people going on 7, all living in a ransacked 1-bedroom apartment in Portland, Oregon.
Of course it's Portland.
They weird, Portland.
Steph met Andrew over the pandemic. She had 2 kids, he has 1 kid. Together they had another kid and are expecting another kid.
All right, a blended family.
Awesome.
Stephanie and Andrew, they live in the actual bedroom with a bed. The children all live in the living room / kitchen on mats.
Every night's a fucking sleepover? The children are the first line of defense.
Oh, it's another one of those moms who fucking filmed everything thinking that they...
The whole family's been infested with lice.
Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, they're sleeping on the floor of the goddamn living room.
That kitty's eating good though, boy.
Y'all ever had lice?
Nah, any good? Kids are always like, don't get lice, you're gonna have to put mayo in your hair.
I thought you just had to get a buzz cut.
Not only lice, but this house is infested with the great brother fleas.
Lice and fleas.
Fleas Witherspoon?
I thought it was 7, but this is like a family of 6 million that's living in this house.
They actually also have 4 cats, which fans and sleuths have discovered over time are slowly getting abused.
I thought it was 1 cat. Of course it's fucking 4.
4 cats, 5 kids, 6 million fleas in a 1 bedroom.
I read the Resilient Jenkins fam. I thought it was about a family that went on like a trip and did a hike.
They have all these infestations. They are resilient.
Maybe just careless.
The mom filmed it all.
No, we need confessionals with the lice.
Man, that shit was easy, man.
So while the kids are doing God knows what,
Not their homework.
she's pregnant.
Pregnant, there's another one coming?
They don't have much money. Meanwhile, he does have a PS5, and they are on TikTok Live, rolling up and smoking loud while she is pregnant.
They get home to their 1 bedroom, see their 5 kids, make their way to the bedroom, hit the PS5 on, roll up so loud, and just cool out as if they're not infested.
And then say, you know who needs to see this? Everyone. Do you know what game?
Crash Bandicoot?
Andrew's playing NFL Street.
Andrew's losing himself in Red Dead Redemption.
He kicks one of the kids out because he has to set up Rock Band.
Stephanie says, Andrew has guaranteed me he'll give me another baby if I get some viral content.
Hey, Steph, welcome to the whiteboard. You did it.
Are they planning a family YouTube channel launch?
The fleas are like, Steph, you are fucking insane.
She's a stay-at-home mom. He's attempting to provide for the family by doing odd jobs, Uber.
His Uber rating is most certainly in the 3s.
Mind if I have some of your fries in the DMs?
Sends the picture and it's like dropped off outside of your apartment building.
He doesn't want a job that requires a W-2 because he has another child and he doesn't want to pay child support.
Jesus Christ.
Can you lie though on a W-2 on your dependents?
Then the IRS is gonna come for him like they did for Dr. Dillamon.
Instead, he said his plan was to clean hubcaps with a toothbrush for $32 an hour.
Clean hubcaps? What the fuck?
What is a hubcap?
The rims.
Working at West Coast Customs?
Yo, we heard you like fleas.
We put a 1-bedroom in your car.
We heard y'all like lice, so this car is infested.
What motherly qualities has she done to be considered a momfluencer?
She just has kids. Everyone has a mom, technically.
I think right now there's too much focus on the fluencer part, and maybe she needs to hone in on the mom part.
They had the cats. She didn't want them in the crib anymore, so she made the excuse, listen, they were indoor cats, trying to make them outdoor cats now.
So not the cats, one of the kids is in the mix.
They were officially evicted. They were in government housing, yet they're documenting all of the horrible things they're doing to the government housing.
And you know those landlords can't stand when the bedroom smells like weed. I know from experience.
Or lice, fleas, and 7 kids.
As they were evicted, instead of dealing with the cat, they abandoned the kitties.
Wow, man.
I just feel like the internet's done a good job of beating up the momfluencers who actually fucking suck.
Now they are going into a hotel.
A hotel? Let's be real, it's probably a motel.
What do you do with all your moving boxes?
It's not like they had much to move. PS5.
The lights. They're part of the family.
Breaking news, the cats have been rescued and are being cared for. Fellas, what are your final thoughts on the resiliency of the resilient Jenkins fam?
You're rooting for the kids.
We want the kids to be successful.
They're going to grow up to be lice technicians.
Family business, pest control. They know the
So
lane.
let's start at the motel situation. The resilient Jenkins were kicked out of their first hotel, and probably the first motel hotel of many. But at this one, the first motel that they were staying at, it was very notorious in Portland for being terrible. Having garbage everywhere, having strippers out in the front, being called the fentanyl inn. It was all around a very bad place to have children. Well, users were very concerned, and they found where the resilient Jenkins were, and they started to call the front desk. Now, there was a lot of phone calls from a lot of people asking if they were there, telling the hotel staff that, hey, this is a situation, this isn't good. Well, the motel decided we had enough, and they kicked them out. And this was also at the time when many of the Reddit, other TikTokers, many YouTubers had found that Stephanie decided to leave some of her kids at the motel by themselves while she took Drew to go get checked out and get his diagnosis that he can't work. So, after getting kicked out of this motel, this first one, Stephanie would then post to her TikTok about how everybody is a hater, how everybody just wants to do them wrong. So I'll play that video right now.
It's interesting you follow us around public and don't want to say hi. Y'all so bold in them comments, but you won't say nothing to our faces. And that's not even enough. Y'all had to make a bunch of hateful, untrue calls to the hotel we're staying at and get us kicked out. How the fuck miserable you gotta be in your own life to come out of family that's not doing anything to you? You sit there and say you want to do what's best for the children, but yet you want to send them to 2 abusive homes. You think it's better to split up a perfectly happy family and send kids to homes they don't even want to be in, to live with people they want nothing to do with. I mean, just make it make sense. These kids are happy where they're at. Home is wherever the fuck we are together. And I'm sorry for the blunt language, but I'm not the one who threw the energy first. Y'all come at me first. And part of me thinks that's why you actually don't want to interact with us in person, is because you know you're not going to meet terrible people and you want so badly to be like, they were terrible people. That's just not going to be the case. Kids would most definitely not be happier with my mother. Like I said, they want nothing to do with her. I still remember all the trauma you brought onto us, Mom. I'm trying to give you that opportunity to back off now, or I'll start saying some shit.
To Stephanie's point, at the end, she never released any of the abuse that her mom did to her. She never released any of the harm. Stephanie's mom, on the other hand, has come out and said that she has great relationships with Stephanie's other siblings. Stephanie would then say, too, in her video, that want to take the kids to abusive homes. The only abuse I'm seeing is with Stephanie, putting her kids in actual danger, keeping them on the floor with fleas, with lice. And you don't think that's abuse, Stephanie? It sure is. I'm sure that in the other homes with the other family members, these kids would actually have their own room, would actually have their own privacy, not like what you are giving them. So after they moved to the new apartment and everything, Stephanie made a clapback video to a lot of the haters out there, saying that you guys don't know about motels, you guys don't understand that, you guys don't understand what's allowed and what's not. And she made this video to clap back at the haters. Now, I am muting half of it because Stephanie thinks it's really cute and thinks that people on the internet don't know how to edit, because she decides to start playing too much time on my hands and hoping that people will be like, oh, well, I can't get demonetized, so I won't see this video. But people know how to edit, Stephanie. You're not that person, buddy.
When do hotels allow hot plates? You can't have 7 people in one room. You need to get a conjoined room for that many people. You guys are complete trash for leaving 4 cats behind. And that right there should tell you exactly how well you educate yourselves before leaving comments, because we never said we left 4 cats. And of the 8 million plus stray cats in America, why were you so fixated on our 4 all of a sudden? Anyways, moving right along. We're settled into a different hotel and we're doing our best to keep to our normal with a new environment. There's of course some adjustments, but for the most part, we've all remained grateful for just having a roof over our head and being together. We stay happy, humble, resilient, no matter what our circumstances, and you're so hell-bent on hating on our life and it isn't even yours. How invested do you have to be in someone else's life to write 4 paragraphs in a comment? And that's not even it, you write like 5 comments. And then you hop in the DMs on every platform and write me a whole essay. I mean, that takes some time, man. That takes a lot of time on your hands.
So after trying to prove the haters wrong, Stephanie would show a video of what a Saturday morning looks like living in a hotel as a family of 7. Well, as you can see in this video, there are like 3 different like TVs, screens just set up. And one of them is to make sure that Drew can play his video games. Well, we see also the kids have a bunk bed in this hotel so that they can all at least have some kind of bed.
Dad got you the maple one. When I turn it on. Oh, the relish is
That are in your ear help you hear. When you get a ringing,
Oh, shoot. Well, I hit a regular, not her. Yay! See, Emma, watch out. Hey, hang on. Oh, but Addie. Huh. Oh, don't do it. I'm trying to climb a tree. Okay.
1, go.
I don't know what goes through Stephanie's head when she's like, oh, this would be a great video to post. I don't know if Stephanie's like, okay, I'm just gonna rage bait so I can keep getting people to watch my videos, or something along those lines. Just kind of bait people into watching the videos, because when I saw the panel of that bathroom that has their toothbrush right next to like a grill kind of like thing that they plugged into the outlet, unsafe again, and there's just like a massive amount of wires right next to it, really not safe, but you could see their toothbrush right next to that where all that grease is popping up. So I don't know what goes through her head when she posts this. And then, if on top of this all, it seems that a lot of people on the subreddit and some people on TikTok have decided to do a mass unfollowing / blackout of the Resilience Jenkins on March 25th, 2025. So a lot of people want to start unsubscribing to her to really put this into perspective that, hey, you're hurting your kids. And hopefully a lot of people do, and Stephanie will have to wake up and say, okay, Drew, go get a job, or hey, I need to leave this guy. But that's really all the updates I have so far. It's just every time I think, okay, I'm gonna let this story just sit, more and more crap just comes out, and this lady just doesn't get the hint. She tries to be a victim, but she's not the victim. The kids, the cats, are all the victims, not her. She put herself in this situation, and she needs to be a big girl and get herself out. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.